Previously on Sailing Adrift, we arrived in a beautiful place called Honeymoon Cove, and were welcomed by a swarm of bloodthirsty bees.
This morning's adventure, we're going to go on a bit of a hike here in Honeymoon Cove. We've got our castle mostly secured. Still, errant bees get in here somehow. It's magic. Kelly, I'm getting a little scared. Oh, I'm dealing with about 35 or 40 that are just like right outside my protection and trying to get in.
And then they found a way.
What the fuck?
What?
They're coming in through the crack like by like a ton. Something, get the tape.
Okay.
No, seriously, Kel, like it's...
They left us no choice. We had to make an emergency exit and abandon ship.
Chris went back to the boat to go check on the bee situation. It appears to be better, but not over.
So the game plan this morning is to do an emergency exit.
Yeah, do you see all those bees behind Kelly?
Swarming outside.
They are all over the deck with the morning dew. And we could either wait them out until the sun burns off the dew, and hopefully the bees go away, or we can clear out of here, which just requires someone going up to the anchor and releasing all that stuff.
Yeah, that someone's not me.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay, so Chris is gonna make a mad dash out and do some scouting right
I'm
now.
not mad dashing anywhere, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna really strategically walk out.
So yeah, we're just gonna pick up the anchor enough to get out of here a little more offshore. Deal with all our goodies afterwards, like bring up our paddle boards and all that fun stuff. So I don't know if this is a good idea, but it's the idea we're rolling with. New plan. It's just too much, so we are going to wait a minute until the dew is completely off the boat and the wind maybe picks up a bit.
We just gotta wait until that front deck clears a little bit.
Apparently it's go time. Lifted up the anchor to the snubber. Now Chris is giving me a glory shot while I continue to lift it up.
Part of lifting up our anchor is making sure the chain doesn't castle inside the boat. So, to prevent that, one of us disperses the chain in the chain locker as it comes through the hawser from above. It's just a little awkward doing this, but most things on boats are not convenient.
It's girl problems. It's a good look. Better than ripping my hair out.
Once the anchor is all the way up, we make a break for it.
Chris is now pulling in the subs. We picked up anchor successfully and we're headed out. This is just kind of a shit show. We're making it work. It's working.
In the process of departure, we had inadvertently collected a few stowaways.
Our plan is to vacuum them up and then release them on deck.
Once we released our stinging stowaways, we got the sails up and enjoyed a peaceful breeze en route to Loreto.
We got all that crap up and our wind is dying. We're down to 6.9 knots, 6.5. We're going 1 knot. We've been in neutral for the last little while, so I'm bumping it up and we'll motor sail.
Yes, I know what you're thinking. We haven't learned patience yet, and we really just want to get to Loreto. So, it's motor sailing for us today.
We tried sailing. I guess I could have put the mizzen up, but we were going 1 knot. So, we are motor sailing.
Taking everything down?
Yep, getting ready, we're close.
Okay.
About 15 minutes until the anchorage.
That was easy.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Coming into Loreto, we immediately noticed it was windy and pretty rolly. This bay is very open and not well protected at all. We weren't really sure how long we'd be able to last out here. Once we found a spot we liked, anchoring was a snap.
We made it.
We did. A little rolly here, so but we're snug. So let's go through the boat and make sure we're not going to dump stuff because of the way we're set up. Okay.
All right.
We're like seriously like the worst direction we possibly can be right now. The swell's not bad, but it's going to be super uncomfortable while we're on the boat. It should settle down tonight, but we'll have to wait and see. We've made it ashore. Thanks to that guy.
Yeah, thank God we made friends in Agua Verde because we still can't use our outboard for the dinghy and rowing to shore would have been damn near impossible.
Today we're in search of the ability to do it ourselves tomorrow. Gotta get a bilge pump, some fishing stuff, and a tank for an outboard. The rest is gravy. Bienvenidos a Loreto.
We all went shopping together. First stop was Mission Critical. We needed to get our parts from the marine supply store. This turned out to be a pretty pricey shopping trip for us, but everything we bought we absolutely needed to keep our adventure going.
It's a good thing I still have a job. Woohoo!
No kidding. Here we are in the world famous Avenue of Trees. It is quite nice because it's comfortable under here. What do you think, Kel?
I love this.
Are you a fan?
Nice and cool.
Me too. It is pretty neat looking. I would like to go to the Avenue of Cervezas.
On our way to find cervezas, we strolled through a few shops. This part of town was packed with souvenirs and lots of handmade clothes, among other items.
It's a very attractive town.
It is. There's the
Very
church.
well manicured, very artsy.
Town's back that way. There's more trees. There's just more and more. This just keeps going.
We're gonna grab some pizza. There's a place right around the corner called Pan que Pan that's supposed to have pretty delicious pizza. Oh, it's got a little entrance. That was not easy to find. But it's super charming. I don't know if they'll have beer though. Talk about.
I'm gonna go sit in the bug.
This is cozy.
We sat in the bug and noticed some tags from other cruisers who had previously been there, which was pretty cool.
Oh man. Oh, sweet. Down at the bottom. It's where they wouldn't have beer.
Then we proceeded to order the beer, and of course, some pizza to go with it.
I'd still give that pizza a solid, like, 3. It was definitely worth eating. I like the flavor of the chorizo. I like the whole, like the onions. I like the amount of toppings. I like how thin it was. It was good pizza. Now we're headed to the grocery store for some bits and bobs, but there's cars coming. Come on. But anyway, now we're going to the Lay, which is a super express, right?
Right.
You want to get a big Fanta?
No, I'm good. There's a lot of variety in this store, though.
Last time we heard Cisco.
It's been a few years.
We grabbed the necessities and quickly cashed out. Yes, that includes beer. On our way back to the boat, we ran right into a fishing tournament that was happening in the marina. So of course, we had to check it out.
They're weighing the fish for this fishing competition. Why can't I catch one of those?
We came back to the boat and settled in for the evening. Or tried to.
Bit of a rolly one last night, huh, Kelly?
Yeah, that was.
I totally expected Loreto to be that way. It's gonna be even worse in the middle of the afternoon. That's why we gotta stay off the boat. We're going on a little road trip today. Heading up to where? What's it called?
The
A mission outside of town. The name of it is this. Thank you. Getting picked up hopefully for the last time today, although I didn't get every piece I need to rebuild my fuel tank. I think I might be able to dig some stuff out that I already have to make it work. But we're getting picked up here in the next couple minutes. We're gonna head into town and rent a car for the day for a mere $52 US.
We arrived on land thanks to our friends, now off to go pick up the car. We arrived at the car rental place, which was located inside one of the hotels along the waterfront.
Chris is just inside there getting the car for us today. Hopefully we have AC.
Sweet silver bullet. We got ourselves a sweet chain gun. All spin.
AC?
AC.
All right.
I'm driving.
Okay.
The open road calls. Alright. It's weird they won't let me drive in the States, but they'll let me drive in Mexico, huh, Kell?
Next, we headed out on the open road. We use Google Maps to navigate. The drive is about 40 kilometers, and it should take us just under an hour to get there. The paved road meanders through a canyon and crosses a creek bed a few times. We gained about 1,400 feet in elevation up from Loreto to San Javier.
Pit stop.
What is this?
This was just a little lookout vista along the way. A nice fresh air break from the windy and bumpy roads.
Okay. There's zip lines.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
You should go try
They've
it.
installed zip lines. What you do is you take your t-shirt or a belt, you throw it over that one in the middle there, and then you head that way. Quite exciting.
And then what happens?
You can do it once.
We loaded up back into the car and kept climbing up the hill. Finally, we had arrived in the town of San Javier.
Well done, well done.
Our
taken
mission
us
to the
right here.
mission has been a success.
San Javier is a town in the Mexican state of Sonora. The elevation is 650 meters, and most of the small population is involved in animal raising and small farming. The mission was founded by the Roman Catholic Church in 1699 and closed in 1817. The objective was to convert the local Cochimi Native Americans to Christianity. By 1817, the mission was deserted. The church has since been restored and is now maintained by Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History. We quietly toured the grounds, inside and out. There was a small museum in one of the outbuildings. The cost for a self-guided tour was 30 pesos a person. For a small fee, this young gentleman gave us a tour of the olive farm just behind the mission.
Tour guide?
The 300-year-old olive tree was planted by the missionaries who established Mission Javier. The grounds were very clean and well maintained. We kept walking through the little farm and then circled back to the parking lot. There were a few street vendors just outside selling homemade goods, like wine, olives, nuts, and...
Gracias.
Yeah, goat cheese. And breakfast of champions.
We also scored some delicious fresh empanadas for only 15 pesos a piece. That's less than a US dollar.
Oh, they smell really good. How do they taste?
Pretty tasty. It's a nice, compact, walking around food.
The Mexican equivalent of a Hot Pocket?
Eat it, eat it. I think we've seen and done the town.
Yeah, let's get something cold to drink and head out.
Okay.
We all piled into the car and headed back down the hill. Having the car for the day was great. we were able to run around town for the rest of our parts and do some major provisioning, without having to lug everything around by foot.
Shopping. Take 3.
Take 3.
Yeah, we went
Like
shopping yesterday.
This is getting ridiculous.
It's been a chore, man. Like,
We've been to every grocery store in town.
And you still don't feel like you got it. You're good?
Last stop. This was our last store for the day. Then we need to head back to the boat and put all the goods away nice and neat. We made an arrangement with the car rental company to leave the car for them to pick up in the marina. That way we could just drop off all our groceries right there at the dinghy dock. Also, apparently there's a dinghy dock fee of 220 pesos. But with all the excitement of the fishing tournament, no one ever asked us to pay up. We loaded up and our friends gave us a ride back home to Drifter. First things first, we need to get our dinghy back up and running.
So the gas tank that, we just bought in Astoria is the one that went overboard. So we haven't had that for very long at all. With the replacement, I could only buy the tank and then I have to reassemble the line. We did pretty good, but the one thing that he sold me was this, which connects to the same thing that will connect to the actual outboard. So I needed 2 of these, and when I went back they didn't have them, but they did have even better connection setup, I think. This and this. So this screws into that, and then it uses a little pullback connector, and that's going to work great. Anyway, I'm going to rig all this up and put the dinghy back into the water with the outboard on it and see if we can get it to fire up.
A few moments later.
Do you want to be like tethered to the boat while you do this?
Not really, I got my oars.
Well, that's it for this week. Join us next time to see where we're rolling around next.
A little rough out here. We escaped the boat.
Yeah, we did.
I go to rescue Kelly. You can see Kelly rocking and rolling while she gets the laundry in.
Special thanks to our patron crew for making these videos possible. And now for a few sponsored moments.
Man, it's a hot one. Like 7 inches from the midday sun.
And of course, when you visit a mission, you gotta buy some goat's cheese. I wonder if you get away with that in the US.
You know what?
Standing in public holding a gas tank.
It's brand new.
Get in the zone, auto zone.
Oh,
There you go. We're gonna have some walking around money.
thanks, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Zapata. The swinging bar.
Put your keys in the bowl, folks.
You're wearing the right shirt for this.
Wow.